Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Midway and I hope you're having a wonderful day because I sure am. So today I bring you some game-changing tips that I just found out myself and that I am going to show you today so that you can progress a lot further in the game and you will see your power just rising up a lot in a way that you might not have expected before, and it's pretty much going to be free for everybody to do and very damn simple, quick and easy. But before we do that, please go ahead and check out Aptoide if you haven't done so yet. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video, but now let's get into it. Alright, so what is this big upgrade all about? Basically, what is it really going to entail? Well, let's just get into it. So it's all about talents, pretty much. Just straight up and simple. You might think that, well, looking at your talents, going for the attack might be the best option, just like I've done. Of course, you get a lot of stats out of this, and that's what I've been doing. I've been going for the base attack, base defense, skill crit damage, also nice. But for the most part, what I've gone is just for straight up just increasing my overall stats, and I've managed to get a fair share of those, right? So you can go down here, and I am not a whale. I've not been playing the game that much, but there we go. I got a decent amount of stats for the amount of time that I've been playing, and my account is doing pretty damn well. But what can you do in order to improve this if you've been doing just like me? Well, let me go ahead and show you real quick. I'll just put some of those in there. But yeah, what we're gonna be doing is resetting the whole thing and starting from scratch, right? So let's go ahead and start talking about what's going to be happening here, right? So we're going to be going for HP instead of attack, and yeah, that's just going to be a necessary step in order to go further, and we'll start with only 10 points so we can keep going further, right? So we'll do 10 more points in here, which I already didn't really have in this tree because I was going attack. But what we're really going for is the healing amount and healing rate node over here. So we're going to be putting 10 points on this one as well, and then we are also going to be doing the same onto this side. So we're going to be resetting this tree as well, and we are going to be doing the same for Fury. We're going to be putting a lot of points. We will put more points there anyways. So we're going to be trying to go to the healing node. So we'll just go and put some 10 more points over here, and then we'll get some extra healing out of this, right? So we're going to be trying to see how big of a difference this is really going to make, right? And I should have shown you one of the tries on the boss before we did this change, but believe me, I was just pretty much just dying before I could kill the boss, just as you would expect it, as usually happens. We archers usually build as a glass cannon, so it's all about surviving, and this is exactly what was going on here. Now we'll go for sorcery just like that as well, and then we are going to be trying to reach some of this extra healing whenever we are going to be using a skill, as you can see here. Restore 0% of max HP. Well, if you increase this a little bit, you're going to be seeing that this is going to be a nice 0.4, right? So you might not think that's too much, but it all adds up to make us a lot more sturdy altogether. We'll do the same over here as well in the Beast Tamer node. We'll go for some more HP on this one. And excuse me, my cat wants to go out of the room, so I'll have to let him out. There we go, he's now outside of the room, right? So we'll keep on getting some of these nodes. We'll get 10 more here, and then we will go for some more healing over here, right? So you might see I still have a lot of points left, right? So we're going to be going back to archery, and I actually messed up over here. Let me just go ahead and redo this one, right? Because we would rather go for some nicer stuff on the archer side. I totally thought I was not clicking on that before, but nevertheless, what we want to be going for here is for this one, which is going to be restoring some of our HP whenever we are going to be dealing a combo. And as you might expect, archers do a lot of combo, right? We are archers, we are going to be doing a lot of those. So let's just finish this off by leveling everything up to 20 on the base nodes, right? Those are always nice, very nice stats, very cheap. For the most part, they are usually the cheapest ones, right? They are the first ones. So we will do that. There we go, we are 20 on this one as well, right? So here on sorcery, we got that max HP whenever the skills are used. Skill damage and base attack, yeah, those are nice, but we are going to try and get something else instead before, so we'll put the points over here. We already got 10 of those there. Yeah, I think that's already all nice. So we're going to be going back to archery, and we will try to put some more into some more base HP, because if I did have enough, which right now I do a little bit of it, there we go. So we can go and get some more combo damage over here or some base attack speed, right? Those two nodes are also extremely powerful, but it's going to be a matter of whether or not you feel comfortable surviving at this point and you want to be going for more damage, or you want to be spending a little bit more points onto, well, some extra defense. So now, all in all, I'm going to be putting some points on this, because the combo damage is always nice, although I did some testing and that node doesn't really give that big of an advantage. And we also put some points onto the base attack speed. And as always, you might have some spare points. It usually happens, right? So you can go ahead and just use those anywhere, right? So here, for example, in sorcery, I resetted everything. No, actually, I switched to Setsu. I thought I just reset everything for a second. But yeah, I'm just going to be putting some of those there just for the sake of it. So now let's go ahead and check out my stats as they are now changed, right? So you can see that I now have a decent amount of HP bonus, right? It's not that far off from what it was before, and for sure my defense and attack are a little bit lower now. But that's because we spent some points into the healing side of things, right? So let's see what this looks like. My attack is going to be definitely just fine, and look at my damage taken. It is definitely manageable. I am healing back quite a little bit, even though it might not be showing, and I did kill the boss. It was a little bit closer anyways, but I still managed to defeat the boss, which I was not able to do before for sure. So yeah, try this out through yourself. It's definitely going to be an improvement. It's going to be depending on your class, of course, and the nodes that you have available, but for most classes, there's always going to be those healing options. There's always going to be some way of just surviving a little bit longer, and don't be scared to play around with the talents. Even if you might think, okay, well, I'll just copy whatever Midway did on this video, you can also try and go for a different one and experiment with the results. Some of them are going to be more impactful than others, but for sure there is always room to play around, and it's always nice to try different things in order to keep progressing in the game, right? So yep, that is basically it. You can also check out the stats on your healing down here. So as you can see, I got a 24.65% healing rate, as well as a not so decent healing amount, but of course we're going really here for the healing rate. You can always increase that by, probably switching some piles, maybe going for the panda and stuff. But I think for now we are decently set up. Let's just go ahead and do another test real quick here on the soul trial. So I haven't done this, one of these in a while, and I was once again just dying to the sheer amount of damage that these guys were doing. But in this case, I seem to have gotten a little bit of a damage upgrade because that one was straight up pretty easy. But for sure, yeah, this is going to be making a big difference, especially if you are going to be, for example, an archer, a lot more of a glass cannon. If your damage department really is just nice and covered, it's much more preferable to go for a little bit of survivability by doing things just as easy as resetting your talents and trying something that makes you a little bit more sturdy, and that way, well, you might just see yourself progressing past wherever you were stuck before. Something else that's also nice and you can try out as well is switching your class awakening here. Just click on the reset page and try and put some more points maybe on the healing side of things, maybe some more defense. What I did is I took away some of my attack nodes and I put some more into healing, or rather just global health. Doesn't make that big of a difference, but it does help again to try and survive a little bit more, right? So those are the tips that I have for you guys today. Let's just see this guy trying, well, just getting destroyed. You can see that this one was a little bit of a better try, even though the boss was a little bit higher level. But yeah, nonetheless, this is for sure an upgrade for me. Just managed to kill 2 bosses in 1 try each. So for sure, I would call that an upgrade, and hopefully you can do that too. Right, so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Before you go, please now go ahead and check out Aptoide. Aptoide is basically just like Google Play. You download apps from Apptoid onto your Android phone, and once you do play those games through Apptoid, you're going to be able to earn bonuses whenever making purchases in those games. So picture this, I am going to be trying to buy this pack of diamonds, and I am prompted to pay through the Appcoins wallet, which is a separate app that you also need to install, and there's going to be a guide down there in the description about how to set the whole thing up. So it's very easy, it takes no more than 5 minutes. But basically, whenever you try to make this payment, you are going to be getting a bonus that can go from extra 10% all the way up to extra 35% of any amount of money you are spending, right? So you can then go ahead and use those bonuses to make the payments for you once you do have enough of those without actually using your real money. So you can see how this scales up by scaling that bonus, and you can, by the way, scale that bonus already by using my code, which is going to be down here under the screen as well as down the description. So I mentioned the Appcoins wallet, and that is basically this separate app where you can see how much bonus you currently have unlocked. As you can see, I don't have that much. You can also see your purchase history, as well as here you can see where you can input the promo code that I was talking about. That way you unlock an extra 5% bonus from the get-go forever. Then you can here also see how much more you need to be spending in order to unlock higher higher amounts of baseline bonuses. And then you will also find active events going on within the Apptoid wallet, which will increase the bonuses in certain games for a limited time from usually 5% all the way up to extra 10%, right? So you can see as you put all those things together, that is how you can get a massive 35% bonus on anything you might buy within any particular game. This works for Legend of Mushroom as well as any other Android game you might want to be playing through Aptoide. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, if you need any help with setting up Aptoide or anything, I'll be gladly trying to answer any questions or anything you might want to tell me down here in the comment section. But yeah, that's it pretty much. Yeah, see ya, bye bye.